Hello, good evening, guys. Today is September 30, 2020. Yours truly is Pastora Menchi from Seekers of God's Secret Truths International Bible Institute, a church school in Word of Life Christian Church, Sala, Philippines. And by God's grace, we have been existing for almost 8 years now. And for the glory of God, our curriculum is the Bible only. Our teacher is the Holy Spirit. Our methodology is using different versions. And I just serve as the facilitator. And tonight maybe it would be good for us to be reminded about the noble character of the Bereans, where they listen attentively to the preaching of Paul, and then after listening, they examined, they investigated the scriptures to find out if what Paul taught was the truth. Okay, and at the same way, I'm submitting myself to you. Okay, so before we go to our main lesson, let me just give you a short testimony. Yeah, we are supposed to take up or continue discussing about the work of the Holy Spirit. But this afternoon, only this afternoon, the Holy Spirit gave me a new verse which has something to do with the book of life with names written on it. Existed already before the foundation of the world. Alright, we have already discussed one, and that is found in Revelation 13 verse 8, isn't it? And as I've admitted to you that I was a bit shocked, not actually shocked, but this verse, Revelation 13:8, upon knowing that there already existed a book of life with names written on it, really changed my outlook, my perspective in regards to salvation of man. Okay, so this evening, let me share with you the new verse which the Holy Spirit impressed on me, or gave me, and this is found in Revelation 17:8. And as we have said, we are going to use the different versions. Let's start with with New King James Version. It says, "And those who dwell on earth will marvel, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they see the beast that was and is not and yet is." Right? I'm including verse 14. Right? "This will make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb will overcome them, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and those who are with him are called, chosen, faithful." Now, take note of these words, called, chosen, faithful. And the first one, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. Okay? NIV this time. "The inhabitants of the earth, whose names have not been written in the book of life from the creation of the world, will be astonished when they see the beast, because he was, now is not, and yet will come." 14, same as New King James Version, except the last part. It says, "With him will be his called, chosen, and faithful followers." Called, chosen, and faithful followers. New Living Translation. "And the people who belong to this world, whose names were not written in the book of life before the world was made, will be amazed at the reappearance of this beast who had died." 14, together they will go to war against the Lamb, and the Lamb will defeat them, because he is Lord of lords and King of all kings, and his called and chosen and faithful ones will be with him. Okay, now GNB. "The people living on earth, whose names have not been written before the creation of the world in the book of the living, will all be amazed as they look at the beast. It was once alive, now it no longer lives, but it will reappear. They will fight against the Lamb, but the Lamb, together with his called, chosen, and faithful followers, will defeat them, because he is Lord of lords and King of kings." CEV. "Everyone on earth whose names are not written in the book of life before the time of creation will be amazed. They will see this beast that used to be and no longer is, but will be once more. These kings will go to war against the Lamb, but he will defeat them, because he is Lord over all lords and King over all kings. His followers are chosen and special and faithful. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you so much.